This is the outside of the house. This is the walk that down to the driveway. I have a picture taken of me coming up these stairs coming out of basic training. It's a great place to play in. There used to be a big maple tree there. This little walk right here led out to our above ground 15-foot pool. The problem was right in back of that swing there was a enormous, when I say enormous, picture two giant maple trees, put them together, and that was the maple tree that was there, and it shaded the pool. The pool never got warm, so my dad moved it over to the other side of the house. Down here in this corner, if I can even get there, it's where my two-story tree house was. I had an awesome tree house. Dad did a great job. It was between these two trees. Looked a lot bigger back then. Spiderwebs, great. And I don't know if you can see it, but if you see that little branch sticking out up there, son of a gun, if I can pull these branches down. There it is. See that little branch sticking out up there? That's where the roof was. I used to be able to sit on the roof, and that kind of cradled my left hip. That was right here. And this was my little sanctuary away from the world before it got all overgrown. We wanted a mini bike one summer, so my dad, well, he built one, because that's what my dad did. If it was built, he could make it better, and if it wasn't built, he could build it. And our mini bike track went around the front of the house, along the side of the house, up to the compost pile up in the corner, along the back of the house, across the back, down the other side, and then back to the front. And the neighbors used to laugh. They couldn't understand why my dad would let us tear the yard up. I heard him tell one of the neighbors one time, it's because it's their yard. They can tear it up. Grass will grow, but kids grow. Let them be kids. That's where the compost pile was. I used to build tunnels and forts and all kinds of things in there. Out here, the back of the house by that drain is where, excuse me, there was a clothesline. If you look at the back door, you can see a doorknob, and there's a handle down low. It's because I wasn't always 6 feet tall, and I needed to be able to get in the back door. I don't know if it's still here, but there used to be signs of that's been cleared away. There used to be signs of the wiring. My brother Chris broke his thigh bone in high school, and the city of Worcester put in an intercom system from Perncote to our den that I showed you earlier, and a speaker in every one of his rooms, so he didn't have to miss a class. He was thrilled. This should be up here so that it drains. Mom's clothesline was here. The mini bike trail went right across the back here. There's a big maple tree in back of this growth. Right there is Dad put in a pipe and a trough to catch the water coming down the hill. Divert it down here, and then it would go out by that window down by the garage. There's a big beautiful porch. Coal chute was over here at the back. How they got the coal up the driveway and through the shooters beyond me. And at the end of this walkway, over here, and over in front of those stairs is an absolutely beautiful brick walkway. I don't know if anything's left of it anymore. We used to play out here, hide and seek. Now you have to picture this without a fifth of the overgrowth. And if you look right here, see this little depression in the back of the garage? This was a 15-foot circle where the old pool used to be. We had a swimming pool. And it's hard to tell, but there's a change in grade right out here. There was a circle, and we'd run down the hill and we'd jump over the pool and into it, and the ladder was on this end and the filter was there, and we even used to jump off the roof of the garage and We thought Dad didn't know, but Dad and Mom knew everything. We didn't fool them at all. That's the opening for the wood stove. My grandfather had a blade sharpening business where he sharpened lawnmowers and he sharpened ice skates. But unfortunately, he was one house lot removed from the business zone, so the city made him stop conducting business here and he had to sell off all his equipment. I remember the machines, the grinders and the lathes and such. And the gate. And Michael broke his arm, compound fracture of his arm. He climbed up a ladder to the roof of the garage and the ladder fell backwards and into the driveway. We thought he killed himself, but he lived. He also rode his bicycle down the driveway and a guy came up the hill in a Jeep and hit him. And when he got in court, the driver of the Jeep laughed. And I guess the judge lost his mind when this guy laughed and didn't go well for him. But we used to climb up on there. Jelinus's garage. Jelinus used to sell home heating fuel. And we'd jump off the end into the snow piles. Of course, back then the snow piles, we used to think they were, 8-10 feet tall, but they plowed them pretty big. We used to be able to go to the top of King Philip, Kathy and I, with our sleds and slide all the way down past here, give it a couple of more pushes and get almost all the way down to the King Philip bowling alley at the bottom. Back in the 60s, back when the world was in black and white. They say things were simpler, I don't know. There was Cuban Missile Crisis and we woke up every morning listening to the kill counts from the Vietnam War. That was the 60s. Now, this is my ancestral home. Such as it was, such as it is. I'm thankful for having lived here and good memories and such. I know I said that, but it's getting late and I'm tired. Goodbye, old house. Thank you.